There's been a lot of familiar energy been going on. There's been a lot of people like, yes, a lot of people are lagging. There's a lot of lagging energy. You know, that's another thing that I realized of why God wanted me to get off TikTok for a week, because of the fact that I had shut out so many messages that there was really nothing more for me to say. The collective needed to catch up. Like, a lot of the people that are a part of my collective, I had been talking about so much that it just started to get repetitive after a certain point. Like, all right, y'all, like, I gotta go, because thank you. It started to get repetitive. Like, I felt like I was saying the same things over and over again. It's because of the fact of, like, it's like, and it wasn't like it was a lie. It was just the fact of, like, it's like people weren't catching up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like I was just too far ahead of what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, this is about to happen, and this is going to happen, and watch this happen, and watch this, and you see this, and do this, and this, and this, and oh, watch this, and oh my God, this. And then it was just like, okay, I feel like I'm saying the same shit, like, on every live. Like, what the fuck? Like, something not adding up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to really, like, take a step back. Like, hold up. I know I ain't tripping. Yeah, it was like, it was different messages. It was the same. I mean, it was the same message, but it was in different ways. Like, it was like, and if I felt like whoever caught it in whatever way they needed to catch it, they caught it. It was weird. It was weird. It was just like same cards, same everything. And it was just like, all right, like, it was the same moral, same concept, just different factors and different ways to how to put it. You see what I'm saying? And that was starting to be very mind-blowing to me. And when I felt the shift was happening was last Thursday. When I got my hair done that day and I came on here and I was like, all right, watch everybody start being dishonest. Watch everybody start shifting. Watch everybody be talking in the crowd, and all of a sudden people just listening, they hearing the lies. That was the last day I was on live, and that was when the shift happened. The shift started that day, because the next 3 days I didn't do shit but sleep. I didn't do shit but sleep. By Sunday, I felt more rejuvenated. I felt more like, okay, boom, cool. All right, let's get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was ready to post. I had started texting people. I had started, I had moved some readings or whatever. I had started texting people. I started posting on YouTube. I started, posting on podcasts. Like, I had a podcast, I think Saturday or Sunday, whatever. Like, it was like, all right, like, messages was ready to come out. You see what I'm saying? No, I wasn't going through ascension symptoms. I needed to go to sleep. I needed to go to sleep. I needed to go to sleep real bad. So I do feel like when did I talk about this? Oh yeah, y'all should go listen to my last podcast, because that was a day. I think I did that podcast last night randomly. Like, I had recorded a podcast earlier that week, and God was like, I need you to re-record it. And I'm like, damn, why I need to re-record it? He like, I need you to re-record it. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I re-recorded it after I had took a nap, and I don't take naps. So if I take a nap, it's because God wants me to be asleep. No, it's on my podcast page. You listen to it? You listen to the I'm a Big Kid Now? Is that what it was? It's on Spotify and Anchor. If you listen to I'm a Big Kid Now, then you know exactly what I'm talking about the timelines. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, pay attention. And don't worry about remembering a lot of y'all dreams right now. That shit not important. It's not important for y'all to go for y'all to remember your dreams. Yeah, it's that I'm a big kid now. That reading was fucking all over the place. I ain't even gonna lie. But I realized it's because that's where the energy was yesterday. It was just like, all right, it was over here, it was over there, it was over here, it was over there, it was over there, and it was just like, oh. fuck. That's making sense now. Like, I felt like that fucking podcast was all over the fucking place. But it's like I felt like, all right, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. And it's going to all make sense as soon as you get to the end. And I was like, okay. We on to something now. Now we on to something. Now you making sense. Now this shit adding up for a little bit. Venusians Galactic Council, star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. How many times have I told y'all to recall your power and answer the call? Ooh, my nose is itching. And Akashic Records. Who watched the Adjustment Bureau? Please tell me y'all went to go watch the Adjustment Bureau. It's called Whole Podcast, Heaven on Earth Podcast. Just go to my bio. Go to the link in my bio. That money still is pending. That's weird. Don't journal them. They're not important. I told y'all, calling your power back has literally come up I don't know how many times. If you're a woman and you wear a waist beat, cut them off. Cut them off. If you're a man and you have any like bracelets, cut them off. And the shit come out. It was on the bottom of the deck and it comes out. Akashic Stargate. Align with purpose. Crossroads. This what the fuck I was explaining. Because you need new ones. This what the fuck I was explaining. This what the fuck I was explaining on that podcast. When I told you open the doors, this dimension. Open the door, that's that dimension. This dimension. It's all these different fucking dimensions. Where's the book? Where's the book? Yeah, me too. I just ordered some too. Her name is Jackie Von Teese. She's on TikTok and she has a website. Just go cut them off. I got some on me and they want me to cut these off. Just go get some new ones, that's all. It's not like the ones that y'all have is bad. They just attached to old energy. Like, you don't need them no more. Like, I was at the gym last Tuesday and I was at the gym last Tuesday and I was working out and all of a sudden my royal waist beat just popped. I was like, Like, I don't even know how that shit just popped. Like, that shit just popped. I was like, that's interesting. Interessante. All right. It says a Stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole nother universe. Shut the fuck up. It's based on the concept of the Einstein and Rosen bridge, or what is known as the wormhole, where a structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a Stargate is less about traveling on the physical 3D level and more of making progress on the spiritual, which you would only be able to do that while you're asleep. All right. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a Stargate in our heart that connects us with the central latest of consciousness, the divine matrix. And I talked about that shit on my podcast. And I was like, oh, y'all remember the Matrix movie, The Resurrection? Watch that movie too. The Buddha acknowledged that we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. Now that's how you clear a bitch. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is represented to you, it's because you're at a critical point of your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction and you have to make a decision. That Two of Wands energy's been coming up. And it's funny because me and my homegirl was just on FaceTime and thank you for confirmation. A YouTube fucking notification just popped up. And that's exactly what the fuck we was watching, a video on YouTube. It was a video on YouTube that I did on October the 11th. And the first card that came out was the Two of Wands. The second card that came out was the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands has been coming out forever. Ever. And I told y'all in Libra season, it's only one or two ways you can go. Either if you fucking with people, either they're gonna treat you like you deserve, or they're not. Either you're gonna start doing this, work on this, or you're not. It's literally like one or the other, sweetie. One or the other. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. This is what I mean when I told y'all that people is trying to find them a crutch. It literally says this can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. What in the world? I tried to tell you, either you're going to choose to do this or you're going to choose to do that. It's to the point now where God gave you a choice and you are choosing to do that. I told you, people are choosing to be fucking slow. They are choosing it. You're choosing to do this. It's not like it's not, no. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take or whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't always doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. Because this is all about the heart. Your heart went through something in Virgo season. That's your throat, because your mouth speaks what your heart is full of. So if you went through a crown chakra activation, which a lot of you guys did, which that's where the dreams came from, came down to the third eye, I've seen it from a higher perspective. And the higher perspective was that you didn't need to pay attention to it too deep or you was going to fucking overanalyze shit. Then the download went from the higher perspective to the throat. So therefore, there's a lot of things that you've seen in dreams, like you've probably seen yourself either married or with children, or you seen yourself at this job, or you seen yourself at that job, or you seen these people around. Thank you for confirmation. At 10 o'clock, and you know what's crazy? This 1010 portal is very important. We're not going to talk about that today because we're too ahead of the game. But the 1010 portal is very, very important. Cinderella, do you want me to send this back or do you want to just go ahead and join the list? Let me know. Damn. Right. Go ahead and get on the list because the bitch just got back. I mean, I ain't going too hard, period. But, damn, what was I about to say? Fuck it, I don't know. But that's what's about to happen. Oh, yeah. So then when the download came to the throat, that's why you started to speak things and you were very vocal with people and you were very vocal with your boundaries. And then you felt that shit in your heart of how that shit made you feel and then how confident you felt about it. Because a lot of y'all spoke things out to yourself and to God before you actually spoke it to other people. But also a lot of you guys had your hands being held by God while God told you, now go say what you need to go say. You always sitting over here complaining and crying about something. You need to go say what you need to say. And I told y'all that if you got a problem with somebody or you had an issue or you had some type of whatever it was, you need to go ahead and speak on that shit. Because if you ain't going to speak on that shit, you might as well let that shit go. Because in Libra season, that shit ain't going to matter. You over there holding all that resentment and hate in your motherfucking heart. That's your motherfucking problem. I slept good last night. Actually, real good. Real good. See, halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Yeah. Now that's how you come back after being on vacation. And then, honestly, TikTok didn't need me for a week. You know why? Because there was a lot of energy that was trying to keep up. There was a lot of energy that was trying to basically use me That's why the messages was getting repetitive. That's why the messages was because it was the same thing in different ways for us to understand. And I kept thinking, like, why the fuck are they so repetitive? Like, if things are repetitive, it's because of the fact that it's something we're not doing, it's something we're not seeing. Now I see why. Because of the fact of, thank you. And it was the fact of that the devil's energy was trying to peep, like, what was the next move. And I was not saying the next move. I just kept saying the same shit. See, Six of Cups, this inner child energy. And the Eight of Swords. This is the problem. People are in their head about the past. People are in their head because they want to know what these two little kids are up to. This is going two different ways. Yep. They want to know the next move. This is one of the slowest nights. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles is one of the slow... And God. Like I said. People is either in their head about the past and they need to let this shit go, or people are literally in their head about what these two little kids are doing because they're waiting on the next move. And God is like, I'll move them in a second. I'll move them in a second. I'll move them in a second. Four of Pentacles. This is planted. Both these cards still ain't going nowhere. He's sitting still, and this person is sitting still. And the slow one want to hang back. And the slow one want to hang back. What you mean? What you mean the slow one? I'm telling you, boy, people are stressed. People are stressed. This is how people look in the energy. Because there's a lot of withholding going on. There's a lot of withholding energy. There's a lot of withholding. It's people are stressed. But as I said, as I've been saying, and as I'm always going to continue to say, if it don't equal up, it don't add up. Reciprocity is what always wins. Yeah. Equal give and take is what always wins. So these two people not stressed. These people not stressed. Six of Pentacles, God gives, and now you on your merry way. And we talked about this in the Bible. Okay? Eight of Wands is communication. But see, you got that communication while you were healing, resting, and the number one word is surrendering. But this is when you were fucking asleep. All the information that was needed came during sleep. I don't know how many more times to tell y'all that. Look, the direction came when you were asleep. So now, you wake your ass up, you get in a boat, people like, where you going? I got shit to do. I got to go. Bye. Now you balance. You got shit to do. And the world. Completion. 10 of Wands. It's done. Toodles. You know, some of us just know how to pay attention more. Some of us just know how to pay attention more. Some of us just play our cards a little differently. Some of us do that. You know? Some of us can wait and then move. Wherever the light is shining is where they follow. The High Priestess comes out because she's the keeper of the secrets. This is an intuition. A lot of people are moving Three of Pentacles again, as I've been telling y'all, because that's the only way you're going to be able to survive in this world, if all three of your people is locked in. And the Lovers. See? Look, Three of Pentacles is the people, right? The Lovers is the energy of, you know what I'm saying, balance, that Gemini energy of that Mercury. And I keep telling y'all, Mercury is very significant. It's very significant because all this secrecy in this moon, this is how a lot of you guys are moving. Like a thief in the night. But what do you say? Like a thief in the night, I say anything but some pussy. Two of Cups, balance. The moon is intuition. The moon is what's hidden. A lot of you guys are moving in the, you know, so crazy. You know that Bible verse that say, as long as the light is shining, you'll know where you go, and then you during the day, and then during the nighttime, you know what I'm saying, you can't see where you're going or something like that. But something tells me that all the moves have been made during nighttime. When your eyes are closed, because that's dark. That's darkness. You won't be able to see that. So therefore, if your muggle body is asleep, the only thing that would be able to guide you is your soul and your heart and your subconscious mind. That's why Neptune came out. When can we add waist beads again? Oh, go get them now. I'm just telling you, cut the ones you got off. I'm scared of the fat mom. What the fuck was that? So, at least I didn't lie. Look at that. The Empress, which is Libra energy, Venus energy. Well, it's so, ooh. The bitch is cold. The bitch is ice cold. Yeah. What did I say? Masculine energy's ready to step. Because now you know how to make the moves. It's time to go. Roll the dice. Whoop. It's time to go. I mean, hey. You know, who can you be mad at? Like, you need to take that up with God. Okay? Some of us listen better than others. Some of us are more obedient, you know? Some of us are more, you know, like, I told you, this was going to show y'all that you really not that bitch. You really not that dude. You're not playing like you thought you was. You're not like that. You're not built like that. But it's cool, though. You thought, but you played yourself. A lot of people are playing themselves. And golly gee, is it just so embarrassing? Because I told y'all, look, Nine of Pentacles, you're not that girl. Ace of Cups, you're not that guy. You're just not. And I told y'all this was going to be a season where people were going to ask you constantly, how did you do that? How did you do that? But how did you do that? How did you do that? I asked God and he gave it to me. Well, what do you mean? I mean, I ask God for things and he doesn't do it that way. Well, that's your problem. You were so worried about God doing it your way. I decided to let God do it his way. See, he always wins. That's why I don't seek revenge on people. I let God beat your ass. I let God beat your ass. I don't need to get dirty. I'm going to let God beat your ass. Yeah. You know, I don't argue with Big G-O-D. It's a lot of things I play with you about, but I don't play about God. And if God tells me I ain't supposed to do it, I ain't doing it. If God tells me to throw all that shit away, because he gonna give me right back, spend a check and get it right back, I'm gonna do it. You should have just listened. I told people you should have just fucking listened. That's all the fuck you had to do. You were so busy trying to motherfucking look pleasing to people. You dummy. Like, you really think a bitch like me really is just out here suffering? Looks can be deceiving, little whore. You think a bitch like me really is just going through it like that? No. I just pay attention. I move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if you thought I was down, bitch, I ain't been down. Like, you're an idiot. You needed to pay attention. Because I told people earlier last year, I said a lot of y'all need to get on y'all shit because y'all not going to even be able to afford to live in life. Nobody listened. Rent went up like a motherfucker. Big homie OG kicking back, feet all crossed up like. Told motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all should really think about, you know what I'm saying, the food things, you know what I'm saying, food finna go up, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make sure you got money for food. Motherfuckers didn't listen. Motherfucking cereals, $8. Niggas can't even make them sandwiches right now. Don't nobody need to toot their own horn. I don't need you to tell me that I'm the shit, baby. Because I am. You just need to listen. Either you're going to hear me now or you're going to hear me later. But, bitch, I'm doing my job. This is my job, bitch. You so worried about what I'm doing. You should have just been worried about what the fuck I was telling you. I told them in that video that I got that pink little scarf on. I said, you don't need to worry about what's going on over here. What's going on over here is not going to help you. Just listen to the words that I have to tell you because they'll help you. That will help you. If you don't do nothing else from a bitch like me, just listen to what the fuck I got to say. I be talking a lot of shit, but that shit don't never miss. When I told motherfuckers, make sure you apply for things right now. Apply for everything. Food stamps, rentals assistance, utility assistance, any type of applications for any type of things. Do you think motherfuckers listened? No. And so now they're trying to figure out, well, what am I supposed to do now? I don't know, bitch. I don't know. Because I tried to tell you. Because now the people that did what I said are getting approved. They're getting shit taken care of because, see, I told y'all them people was fucking lying and holding money out and shit like that. So now the people that they did wrong are getting the rewards of what they did wrong. And now you trying to catch up behind them people. Ain't no money left. It's not enough money for you. I mean, I'm sorry. I tried to tell you, bitches. I don't lie. What would I gain to lie? Okay? When I tried to tell y'all to get on that type of shit and get on these at-home shits and start paying attention to your morals and your values, you was steady trying to sign up for fucking seminars with dumbasses. Talking about, I make $10,000 in a week. You believe that shit? That bitch just made $10,000 in a week because you just bought her damn seminar with your dumb ass. Your dumb ass. Your dumb ass. Your dumb ass. Crazy as hell. Just crazy as hell. You think the bitch really made 10K? She made 10K because you, dummy. Shit. Damn. I be so fucking mad. I be so fucking mad. Like, I just be so fucking mad. Talking about, I can help you make 10. She helped you make 10K because you fucking bought the girl course. You bought the girl course. That's how she made the fucking 10K. Girl don't make no goddamn 10K. She's a liar. She's a prostitute. She's a prostitute. She's a liar. Shit. Like, why the fuck do y'all gotta be so hard-headed? Like, bitches are they're not scammers. They're whores. Like, shit. It's like, I did not know how else to tell bitches. That bitch is lying. She's not a boss bitch. She's a whore. She's not a divine feminine coach. She's a madam. Women are pimps too. You invested all these time and these dumbass readings, they're the devil. I just tried to tell you, these people are the devil. Nigga, fuck your baby. like, bro, them $10 readings was not helping you. What the fuck a twin flame was not fucking helping you. Do you think twin flames is gonna be out here calling and telling them, oh, I'm a twin flame? The most powerful thing from the Lord, they're out here basically saying that they're a twin flame on the national internet. Are you fucking serious? Them people is like secret agents of the Lord. And you think they just out on TikTok? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Spells, rituals, curses. You spent all that time trying to buy money oil from a whore and she cooked that shit up in her kitchen off her food stamps? Get your shit together. You get your shit together. I'm tired of it. You bitches putting love spells, writing shit in your drawers, putting cinnamon on your tongue. You fucking... That shit pissed me off. You dumbass bitch. Had me over here having to be obedient and not call y'all dumbasses and not call y'all very mean names because the Lord says you not know no better and to love thy neighbor. But you're a dummy. You're a dummy, bitch. You're a dummy, bitch. Shit. I had to sit here and listen to y'all say things and I'm just sitting there like, you expect for me to believe this shit? Y'all had me questioning myself. Y'all had me questioning myself as if this was the right job for me anymore. I started almost putting applications to get back in corporate because this ain't built. I'm not built for this. These bitches is crazy. These bitches is slow. Had me looking like Boo-Boo, the motherfucking fool, on my forehead, listening to you bitches talking about how you paid somebody to do a spell to cord cut. What the fuck is she cord cutting? She bought the motherfucking candles from Walmart. Girl, what the fuck is you talking about? Had me in here tripped out. Shit. Had me over here listening to y'all saying shit like, yeah, I'm about to invest in my business with this business credit coach. What? You said you about to do what? Okay. You motherfuckers. Like, what are you talking about? People are liars. You're trying to tell me that you're about to learn how to make all this money from somebody that bitch did that shit on Canva. She plagiarized. She's a liar. You're trying to tell me that you guys have invested these times in making these podcasts famous for these people to show you that they're actually weirdos in real life? I was appalled. I was flabbergasted. I'm glad I can now say what I needed to say all these months. I'm so glad I can finally just say it. Jesus Christ. I'm just so glad I finally can just be honest and tell y'all, like, it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me to watch this shit happen. It was just so hard. These bitches selling y'all crystals and these bitches bought the rocks off Etsy. They bought the rocks off Amazon. They bought the fucking crystals and sage off Amazon. They didn't buy that shit from nobody. They bought that shit. They bought the sand. They bought the candles off Amazon and sold it to you. Y'all almost made me pack up my motherfucking cars and get the fuck up out of Dodge. Y'all almost made me pack my shit up and get the fuck up out of Dodge. I was so damn mad out here telling people they shouldn't charge for their divination. I was pissed. I was pissed. Had bitches selling you a damn honey packet, talking about a love magic thing, and she got you the damn royal honey from the damn Texaco. Child, I was pissed. I was pissed. I was pissed. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out. I've been holding that in for a couple months. I was pissed. I was pissed. Cause I was pissed because I was watching it. I had to just be quiet because see, God was like, I don't need you being the black, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know how people is when they just be talking shit about people. You know what I'm saying? How they just be on here like, and that bitch and this bitch and they be the number one person pointing fingers, and they be the most deadliest energy in the room. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted you guys to figure it out on your own. But Lord have mercy, has it been a long motherfucking 9 months? Are we in October yet? Almost 10. It's been a long 9 months. Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to tell y'all that. Because that shit was pissing me off. And I supported y'all. I supported you. I even liked some of y'all TikTok readers posts. I supported them bitches. I did. I gave them a little like every now and then. Gave them a little tap. But that bitch is a liar. She's a liar. I just had to start blocking bitches after a certain point. Because see, ma'am, all these channel messages you got, ma'am, there's no way you got that from the Lord. That's not even the energy that we're talking about right now. And you over here talking about all this witch woo and a switcheroo and a voodoo and a hoodoo and a bottom boo, shane a bang and a bottom boom. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. I'm sorry. It was just so pitiful. It was so pitiful. Cinderella ain't responded yet, so I'm about to send her money back. You know what I'm saying? Just send her money back. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, it was a very rough time for me. You know? And I myself was working on myself to be a better version of myself, you know? And there's nothing that I will take back that I've said. There's nothing that I regret saying. There's nothing that I don't give a fuck. I've said it. I stand 10 toes down about everything I said. I stood 10 toes down about everybody I spoke on, and I was fucking right. So therefore, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? People can go to war if they want to. They can go to war with the Lord. Because, I ain't got nothing for you, baby. All I can do is pray for you. Bow your head. Okay? But, baby, I stand 10 toes down about everything I said and everybody I spoke on. Because I didn't lie. I didn't lie. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a manipulator. You're an abuser. You are not a good person. You don't have a good heart. You ain't one of God's people. You ain't it. You ain't it. And I know you're not God people. And I hate that the people preyed on y'all minds, because I told y'all that in the age of Aquarius, your mind was like lighter fluid. So however you allowed somebody to blow some shit up, that was going to be on you. And I just had to watch that shit. And that shit was so aggravating, because I just felt like y'all too smart. Like, y'all too smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not going to say y'all the brightest people in the bunch at times, because shit, we all have moments. But y'all was just too smart to be letting people prey on y'all spirituality like that. I hated it. I hated the way they preyed on y'all spirituality. It became so trendy. I told people God was not trendy. There was nothing trendy about the Lord. Why did you feel like the Lord was trendy? There was nothing trendy about God. So, like, where did y'all find these trends? All of a sudden, everybody became a pastor. You are being so disrespectful to the church. That's why I kept trying to tell y'all, them church people wasn't hitting on shit either. on Christian TikTok telling people you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be telling people this. How the fuck would you know? Last time I checked, the Lord says, don't judge thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. And you out here talking crazy about the neighbors. Fuck church you go to? Ministers of Society? Baptist Church? Cause I never liked that. I hated the way the preying on spirituality happened. And it started back, honestly, it started back in, right before Scorpio season. It started back in Libra season last year. I mean, it was already big or whatever during 2020, 2021. But the attack on y'all spiritual like beliefs in y'all mind of how y'all thought about spirituality, it started last year in Libra season. And it was so strong. Excuse me, thank you. It was so strong. Like it's like y'all just was getting hit every month. It was so much money being drained from y'all bank accounts, feeding into these people. They views, they likes, they retweets, their comments, their lives, the bank account. It was crazy. And I literally watched them. I watched them go from readings. And then it's like they went to being a holistic store. It's like, bitch, how you just jumping professions? How you jump professions? Like, is that really your profession? Like, do you specialize in holistic tools? Because that just don't add up to me, because you was just doing $5.55 yes or no questions, and now all of a sudden you selling stones and rocks. I don't like that. That's using people's spiritual vulnerability for your benefit. I don't like that. No. You talking about you doing free readings. Free what? A free what? Who told you that? Free? Ain't shit in life free, baby. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, if God wants you to send a message through somebody, then you will speak it. But if people were coming to you for your service of what your insight is, what's free, baby? What's big, sweetie? I couldn't add all that up together. Like, I just couldn't add up all that together. If there was a collective message, this is free. This is an energetic exchange. But people are coming to you for your own personal insight, and that's free. Or you're just charging just so you can get more you're trying to get more exposure. That I don't understand, why did people take their gifts so lightly? Like, you have a gift. That's how I know a lot of people don't got no gift of insight. You don't got no gift of insight. You don't hear shit from God. Stop lying. Like, you don't hear nothing. You over here basically just trying to put a storyline together. Like, you all cap, and I know you is. You trying to make it up as you go. You not really built for that. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, a lot of people they read cards. They don't read energy. And this is what we're going into, with people that read energy. And so a lot of people are going to have that whole thing of, oh, I don't need the cards. Okay. You said you don't need the cards. Okay, cool. You see what I'm saying? And that shit just don't sit well with me, because like to portray the gift of insight is probably one of the most deadliest things that you could do to God. And we spoke about that from the Bible, of all those fake prophets and stuff like that. All that shit that they was doing, like, I didn't care for that. I just didn't care for that. You called yourself an alchemist, and you called yourself an empress and a goddess and a magician and a this and a that, and you wasn't none of them. You wasn't really built for that. And a lot of people, if you want me to be fairly honest with you, a lot of people turn their mental illness into tarot and into spirituality. They're using the conversations that they have in their head And they're trying to portray it as insight, and that's not it. That's not it. You're just delusional. You're delusional. And that's okay. You stay in that delusion. But don't be preying on people's mind to benefit off that shit because you're delusional. Like, you're delusional. And I don't care for that. I really don't care for that. So, I know we just laughed about all this shit, but I was very frustrated. And I just want y'all to just be, like, more mindful right now, because as we moving into a more spiritual universe, it's not just like spiritual in the sense of like internet spirituality. Like, this is teaching you guys that this is not a game. Like, all this spiritual shit that y'all be trying to step into, like, you know what I'm saying? It seemed cute, you know what I'm saying? It seemed fun, but that shit is nothing to play with. Like, there's a lot of people, I was just telling me, my homegirl was just talking about this. There's a lot of people that invested in people to do all these, like, rituals and shit like that, and they done got themselves into something. A lot of them they done cursed themselves, and they done crossed themselves out. They done crossed out people that's with them and around them. They done messed up their money, messed up their health, messed up their bloodline. They done messed shit up. Because it's just like, why would you take that so lightly? Like, spiritual TikTok really took a turn. It got to a point where I didn't want to put no tags but my own. And I said, whoever the fuck find me, it's because you was meant to find me, and I'm that bitch. Trust me, I'm straight. Cause I didn't like the energy I was getting from it. Like, that's why I stopped wearing crystals around my neck and shit like that. Because see, people try to treat you differently, and you don't need to know that I'm actually truly, like, for real, like, locked in with God. Like, me and God, we real locked in. You know what I'm saying? And, like, a lot of people really done put themselves in very deadly situations. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny with you. They've put themselves in very deadly situations because they took it like it was a joke. And they bought spells from people, and they created rituals with people, and they did ties with people. And the devil did have an agenda. And that's what the devil wanted to do. Because, see, to prey on your mind, to prey on your spirituality, that in itself threw a lot of y'all for a loop. Got involved with the karmics and the flames and the soulmates and this and that and that and that. That's why when God told me to speak about spiritual ranking, at first I was like, I don't really want to touch on that, because then motherfuckers gonna start asking me, well, what ranking am I? Bitch, ask God. I don't fucking know. But he needed me to tell y'all that, because it was so many people that had this superior spiritual mindset and attitude, and they're literally bottom of the barrel. You think highly spiritual ranking people is doing that type of shit? If you really think that, you're really lost. You ain't never seen me talk about no fucking spell and ritual. You've never heard me say shit like that. Because why the fuck would we talk about that? You don't hear me talking about no third parties, no karmics, no this, no that, no that, no that. Why the fuck would we talk about that? Y'all don't even hear me do readings. You don't ask me for, I don't do love readings. I don't do shit like that. If it come up, I'll speak on it. But because why? You need to know about yourself. You need to worry about yourself. Because, see, you so busy worrying about other people, and them other people is going to surpass you by. And then you're going to try to figure out why the fuck you ain't got nowhere, because you was too busy worrying about other people. You need to worry about yourself. You is what's keeping you down. You are the reason you are broke. You. Not them. You. You the reason why you don't have no good relationship. You the reason. Because, see, even if when you take the ownership of what you got going on, you realize, I need to take myself out this situation. I need to stop fucking with these people. I need to move differently. I need to work on this. I need to do this. It's all an I thing. So if the common denominator in a lot of your situations is you, then why the fuck are we talking about them? Help me out. Help me out. That's why I don't answer yes or no questions in here. People be coming here talking about, can I ask a yes or no? No, the fuck you cannot, because you need to ask yourself. You already know the answer. You don't need me to clarify. And I realized that because for the last couple of weeks, my schedule has been really funny with personal readings. And God said, because you don't understand, you have so much insight. A lot of people are using you as a crutch instead of trusting in themselves. So I'm going to take you away. And if I take you away, they'll have to figure it out themselves. Because it's easy for you to pay me for me to read for you, because you know I'm going to tell you the truth. But some of that shit, some of y'all already know, and you just be wanting to ask me, and do I mind? No. But I've even refund people their money because I'm not finna be talking to you about shit you already know. Go find you something fucking safe to do. Go use your money to invest in yourself. You don't need to make me richer, bitch. Trust me. A bitch good. Come when you need real information. That's why me and my friend was talking, and she was like, you know what? I think it's time for you to raise your prices. And I said, I think so too. Because I think the value of what I give to people and what they're trying to get, it don't add up no more. So like when prices is low, I realize it bring customers. I like clients. I like people that like to invest and talk about some real shit. You just coming to me because you happen to, you know what I'm saying? You really coming to me because you just happen to come in my live one day and I was talking real shit, and then you want one. It's like, nah, you don't really want to invest in yourself. I know the people that really want to invest in themselves. When I tell them, when they get a reading from me and I tell them the message, they apply that shit. They use that shit. They peep that shit. They learn from that shit. They become better. You don't need to be checking in with me. What the fuck do I look like? You don't need to check in with me. You don't need to do that. You need to, these sessions is not, these, you know what I'm saying? That's why they be so in depth. That's why they be so raw. Do I look like a bitch that just needs to tell you, oh, you need to worry about the third parties? Do I look like that type of bitch? Don't insult my intelligence. You need to boss the fuck up so you can be a better person. You don't need to be trying to confirm this and what's going on in the love department. Bitch, ain't nothing going on in the love department because you don't even fucking love yourself. So scratch that. Either you gonna boss up, tap in and boss up, or you gonna play around. But we won't be playing together because one thing about it, two things for sure. I don't need that dollar. I don't need that dollar. Not for you to be playing in my face like you don't know something and you really do. Don't do that. That's abusing my gift. And that's what a lot of you guys are about to start learning. Yes, I do mentor. That's what a lot of you guys are about to start learning. You're about to start learning that you don't need to be paying somebody 11, 11, 12, 12, 15, 15 for a reading for them to just. So look here. I see you got some things going. You don't need that. You need somebody that's going to check the shit out of you and tell you, hey, yo, you fucking up. You're embarrassing yourself. I've told people that on live in front of people and have not thought twice about it. I do not care. You see what I'm saying? I do not care. I will politely tell you, you're embarrassing yourself. I do not care. Like, come on. Just if you're not really trying to look into in depths and have honest conversations with yourself from God, then you don't need to be getting readings. If you're going to get a reading from somebody, get a reading from somebody that reads energy. And trust me, you will know the difference based off of what they speak about. You're going to learn more than you'd ever could in a day. You'd actually learn more things about yourself. You would actually get in a more better position. You would see the growth within yourself. There's approximately about 4 to 5 bitches on here, on this live right now, that I've started fucking with a couple months ago. They've gotten multiple readings from me over the course of months, supporting me through all, and I see the growth within themselves without even having to come back to me every 3 days, every 4 days, literally. It's about 4 or 5 bitches in here right now that I can see the growth. They're in better positions. Their mental health is better. Their mind is better. Their bodies is getting better. They're happier. They're better bitches. They're better bitches. I promise you. Them bitches ain't checking in with me every week on some shit like, oh, gee, what's going on? They get the reading. I tell them the tea. They take the tea. They apply it. And I can literally peep it. They come back to tell me, hey, I got this job. Hey, this happened to me. Hey, I let this go. And I be sitting there like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting to the bag. Now we talking big shit. Now you talking on some big boy shit. Now I can fuck with you. Now we can get somewhere. You don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need people that y'all can just, you know what I'm saying, just be entertained by. You need to find people you can be entertained by and also learn from. We can laugh, we can kick it, we can giggle all fucking day. But bitch, if you ain't got to a better place by week, you in the wrong motherfucking place. I'm letting you know that now. Because I'm not finna hold your motherfucking hand. All right. I'm done. I'm done. I just had to tell y'all that. Yeah. So, got some new people up in here. If you buying reads for people, stop. Hey, you can hear me? You can hear me? Stop. Okay? It wasn't to anybody personal, but if you took it personal, you know what I mean. Like, stop. You hear me? Y'all, this is not the time. It's time for you guys to be in better positions. This is it's time. Okay? If you wanted to know what time it was, it's now. It's now. Okay? I'm a March. The time is now. So, yeah. That's and I think I needed to tell y'all that because I just think with my prices is about to go up and I'm about to get more strict on things like cuz I don't need customers. I don't need that shit. I need clients. I need people that's trying to take their life seriously and they trying to like boss the fuck up and they like need real information from God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need people that's really, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to lock in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, lock in for I tweak out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you don't need, that's why I always tell people, like, I don't do readings. I do meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more like a meeting. You know, you're talking to one of God's people and we're just going to meet and have a good conversation. And I'm just so happy to just be able to tell you a lot of information you didn't know before you sat down with me. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even about reading anything. It's about literally just using my gift to help you be a better person. Like, come on now. You gotta stop that shit. I don't want to do that shit. No. Yeah, I feel like that's abusing my gifts. I feel like I don't want to be like that. I want to have I want us to, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I do personal readings for people, they be having their notebooks out. You know what I'm saying? They be having pens. Like, they be ready to write shit down. That do something to my spirit. Cause that goes to show that means you taking this shit seriously. You see what I'm saying? Like, that do something to my spirit for real. Like, you coming with notebooks and pens, like, you not, this ain't no joke to you. And I like shit like that. That type of shit, like, that shit excite me. Like, that make me really be like, all right, now let's really talk, because I see you about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that, like, over this little break, that I realized that, like, you know, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We played a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I need everybody to start taking shit more seriously right now. Like, I need you to really invest in yourself. I need you to really, like, you got 3 out of the 15 things that you did already, and your birthday was just Tuesday. See, shit like that excite me. Cause, bitch, one thing is I ain't gonna never lie to you. One day I might say a joke, but I never tell you a lie. Yeah, you know what? I'm about to end this one because I want y'all to be able to see this one on YouTube, okay? I'm gonna come back. All right?